Once we have learned how we can import fonts and use them as part of our .NET Maui projects, we're going to learn how to use those fonts that contain icons to use them as part of an application. There are many fonts that allow us to use icons in applications, and there are also some tools such as this tool called Fontello that allow us to create a font from different icons that we select. We can see icons from different fonts such as Font Awesome, Typo, and many other additional fonts. Here we can search for some icons that we're going to use as part of the application and select them. For example, I'm going to randomly select some of these icons. And once I have randomly selected some icons, I'm going to indicate that I want to download this font. Once we have downloaded and unzipped the file that has been downloaded, we have this resulting folder. Inside we have a folder called font, and finally we can see the file called fontello.ttf, which is the one that we're going to import into our project. So I'm going to import it. Once we have imported the font, we can register it again in the class called Maui program. I'm going to proceed to copy this line and I'm going to paste it once again. We're going to register this file that we have downloaded and we're going to assign it, for example, icons as an alias. Now that we have registered this new source, I'm going to go back to the main page.xaml file and I'm going to indicate that I want to replace these label controls by an image control. We must use a property called source, which is part of this image control, and inside we must specify an element type font image source to specify, first of all, which is the family that we want to use to extract one of the icons. The family, remember, has the alias icons. We're also going to indicate that we want to use a property called glyph, where we're going to assign what is the code of the icon that we want to use. And in order to make use of this code, we have to set it through the ampersand symbol, followed by a hash symbol, followed by a lowercase x. Next, we're going to specify which icon code we want to use. I'm going to the section that says custom codes. We see under each of the icons what is the specific code of the icon. For example, let's suppose we want to use this like symbol. I will proceed to copy the icon code, go back to the application, paste this code, and finally we have to write a semicolon so that we don't have any kind of problem. We must also specify a size. I will indicate that, for example, I want a size of 50 units. I close this label, and this way we should be able to use one of the icons. I'm going to proceed to start the execution of the application. And we can already see the icon being displayed as part of the application. We can try another one of the icons, for example, this one that we see here. And go to Visual Studio, let's change the code, save the changes, and we can see that we are already successfully displaying this icon. This is how we can use icons in .NET Maui applications.